Hello commanders and welcome to part 19 of the Rise of Ukraine series. This is what we have been waiting for. The counter-offensive, the reaction of Mozambique. You see here our progression in the Middle East. The conquest of the Middle East was 100% successful as I also landed in Egypt and now we have our foot in Africa. But I cannot keep my expansion without defending my continent, without defending Europe. This is why now I am deploying my mosquitoes to send them straight to my airfield in the north of France. Of course, there it is a little bit far from his way of invasion. So this is why it's going to be a little bit time for my helicopters to reach the area. But I'm going to send as much possible as mosquitoes to be able to, because I do not know for now what kind of army he sent there, because I did not see him while he is moving on my lands. So maybe he has anti-air, maybe he has artilleries. I don't know the exact composition of that army. So this is why I need to be cautious and send as much air force as possible. Here I'd rather and prefer to use the attack helicopters. Why? Because I know that he has mobile SAM launchers and I do not want to lose my air superiority fighters or elite attack aircrafts to those SAMs. Here I'm airlifting my anti-air divisions, of course, that are with the mobile artilleries, because now I have max level mobile artilleries and they have the ability to be airlifted finally because they are heavy. They are considered as very heavy artilleries. I have the airfield now in Egypt and I'm going to send my 2 stacks of artilleries to Egypt and start my northern invasion. This is the strategy, this is the plan that we have been preparing for since episode 13 or 14. A joint invasion from the African colony and from north of Africa, which is the gate, is going to be Egypt. A joint attack from both sides is going to be messy for Mozambique. Look at these notifications, boys. Look at these notifications. You saw that in the last episode we planted a lot of sabotage agents in his homeland cities, and now, of course, because the day has changed, and I received a lot of notifications that my sabotage agents, they destroyed a lot of infrastructures. Let's have a look to his cities and see what happened. Okay, here you see that I damaged his arms industries and also airbase. I have intel that showed me that he has national guards in Maun, and also we see that Sweden has started to carry on a land invasion. After a long time of a naval blockade, Sweden, with his destroyers, he kept bombarding the coastal cities of Mozambique. Now he sent his land armies to start the invasion. Well, also it is going to be our time to start the land invasion from the west. Sweden from the east, Ukraine from the west, and checkmate for Mozambique. I am upgrading my air ace and also my attack helicopters. I'd like to have a lethal, the strongest air force in this game. The Gibraltar is under my rule now because it belonged to the United Kingdom and I wanted to finish the war with the United Kingdom by finishing its last provinces, which was the Gibraltar Strait. I'd like to gather as much islands as possible because these islands, they are free wars, and these free wars, they are very bad for our morale, so we need to not keep doing a lot of wars at the same time. Now I am going to carry an invasion here from Lebanon, from the north, because this is an inactive nation, but rich of cities, a lot of cities in this region, the region of Palestine. So I'd like to conquer it now and carry on with my invasion, and of course more resources, more victory points, and I only need now 130 victory points for this solo win. Well, I know we are very close from this solo win. We are very close, but I feel happy. I feel so satisfied because this series was exhausting. I was so tired in this series. Actually, I was so tired. A lot of wars. It was action from day 1 till today. Action. Continuous action. I did not really stay a long time, only that small period when after I established peace with Mozambique and I rebuilt my army. That's the only period that actually there is not an active player who attacking me, because I had some time. Of course, it was a lot of activities because I had to conquer the Balkans, fight the Rogue State, fight the Turkish task forces, and of course his scattered armies. So yeah, I was busy in that time, building, rebuilding, the resources management also. So yeah, here I am sending my air force to all the regions, to Iran, to Egypt, and to Europe. This is the good courtesy of having a good variety of air force, of having a tremendous air force. Okay, our mosquitoes, they are ready. And now it's time to send them close to this area. Okay, let's go. The 44th Elite Helicopter Wing Melliodas is on its way to deal with the Mozambique land forces that are invading us and entering from the Moroccan city of Marseille. Because I am at peace with Morocco. Morocco, of course, we saw in the last episodes that he declared war on me, but later on he sent me a message, I do not want war with you. So he immediately sent back peace. So I do not have a problem with Morocco. I do not want to, like I said, I do not want a lot of wars at the same time here, because I am 100% occupied by Mozambique. I want to send and focus all my air force, my personnel, my armies directly to Mozambique and finish him once and for all. I do not need 3 wars, and I know for a fact that here I conquer, of course I have all of Europe under my rule except the region of Scandinavia, because that belongs to Sweden. I have all of Europe. Now I have the Middle East, and if I take a good portion of Africa, this is going to be enough for a solo win. Okay, now I'm going to push forward with my stacks of artilleries now, slowly, carefully. I'd like to enter. I have the mobile radars that are going to give me vision. The rock state in the city of Cairo has been annihilated, and now I can proceed peacefully. My 10th Elite Attack Squadron is patrolling over Kuwait City, which also taken by insurgency. You see here by the day changes, a lot of rogue states, they emerged and they are fighting my national guards. Also, there are those rogue states that are inside the provinces, random provinces. When you send your national guards to claim those provinces, you all the time meet with scattered rogue states. Of course, they will exhaust your national guards, because, you know, national guards, they are not very strong in offensive abilities. They are only used by me for gathering lands and staying inside the cities to prevent them from becoming rogue state. So yep, I do not really use them for combat. This is why I have big air force and they have artilleries that I can use in combat. Okay, Mozambique is on the move. He is sending max level heavy bombers from the airfield of Al-Mirah. Okay, but Mozambique knows for a fact that I'm crawling with S-30 fighters now. He has no chance at all to survive and send his bombers and come back alive. I'm lucky here that I have a stack of air superiority fighters here. The 8th Fighter Wing, the Ukrainian 8th Fighter Wing, is going to be deployed directly to kill and intercept the Mozambique heavy bombers. Well, he has high level heavy bombers actually, yeah. He invested a lot on heavy bombers, and also he has stealth bombers. Okay, let's have a look. Let's kill it, let's go. With an offensive of 46.6. Level 4 air superiority fighters. Okay, in one single strike, the heavy bomber is destroyed, but that airfield needs to be destroyed. That field needs to be destroyed. I will send some air superiority fighters there and launch some cruise missiles to destroy that airfield. Okay, my helicopters, they are very close to the target, but we are at the end of today's episode, boys. In the next one, we will see what kind of army Mozambique sent to Europe. See you guys, and bye-bye.